Atheism has been on the rise for a while now, and it's about time. Religion is not making the same waves in reality with the people, the younger generations. There's a lot of surveys out there. Now, comes from the Friendly Atheist blog here. It says that there's a survey that shows Americans, especially younger ones, that are warming up to atheists. Now, what was there? Put a nice little graph on this between 2014 of June and January of 2017. Now, there was some really interesting numbers here. A good number of these denominations and beliefs, they did rise, but there was one very particular one that kind of flatlined, and which
Yes.
in itself, even though it's a flat line, it does indicate that the belief, it's not growing and it's not shrinking. It's just kind of staying there. And once you start flatlining, that's when things start dying off. Back between 2014 and 2017, the Jews, for example, went from 63% to 67%. That's not a huge rise. It's pretty big, but it's not huge. Catholics went from 62 to 66, along with mainline Protestants with the same number. They had 65. Now, this is the one that flatlined. Evangelical Christians, the ones we usually talk about, like here on the show, like people like Pat Robertson, Dovemeyer, and all those people of their ilk. They're just kind of
Yes.
61% and just kind of hovering. Now, atheism, on the other hand, went from 41 to 50. That's almost a 10% jump in that cycle.
Wait, 40. Yeah, sorry. Never mind. I see it there. Okay. I was looking at Mormon.
Yeah. The only one that came close to having the same effect was Hinduism, which went from 50 to 58. There's 1 point less. I mean, the greatest jump was for atheism, which was from 41 to 50. That's a 9% jump. And now Muslims, because, well, Muslims are fucking everywhere right now. And they also had an 8% jump from 40 to 48.
Doesn't mean that they're radicalizing. It just means that people are curious about this across the board, or lack of religion. And that's what I see the younger generation looking into.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, they should be, because there's more than one religion. And
there is? Wait a minute. This is new news to
me. Yep. Plus a lack of belief. And the biggest, money maker shaker, look at me, evangelical, Pentecostal type religion, the thing that's been on everybody's TV and everything since like the late 70s, is the one they're ignoring, because they see everything about that and they go, no, that's not in. Okay, I know all about that. What about all these other things? And so
I think evangelicals are having basically kind of having a heart attack over this. Because the fact is I mean, look at the fact that they're,
if only.
Yeah, if only. The fact is that they're looking at their numbers and they're going, we're not getting any better. We're not getting any worse, but we're not getting any better on this either. The fact is that they're not growing, I think, speaks pretty loudly. I mean, the more that they yell, the more that their message is being lost.
Yes.
Because they're making up all kinds of crazy claims. Well, this person didn't like to do this because demons, or the people who were marching against Trump are full of demons, and people are not receiving these messages. They're hearing them and they're going, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you at all. And you know what? You can go take a flying fuck. I'll go find a different religion to be around, because I don't want to deal with this crap. I'm not a bad person because I don't agree with you.
So yes. Anyway, yeah, I know. Actually, I just had one of my adult daughters, trying to say today that the next generation is more conservative and more libertarian, and I wanted to vomit a little.
I could understand why you would want to vomit after hearing something like that,
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Now, what was really interesting here, if we're going to break this down to when we said that, the atheist groups have actually gotten bigger, it's made a gain in both Democratic and Republican parties. So it's not just, all right, we're getting bigger in Democratic parties and less in Republican. It's more across the board, which I thought was rather interesting.
But they also align their values more with corporate gains, attitudes, because that's the other thing the GOP aligns itself with is the free market.
Money.
Things like that. Yes. So that's what I meant to say. I'm glad that people are open to exploring the idea,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because that's where the discussion lies. Assuming there is a discussion in all this. So
Yeah.
I don't know that there is, but
Right. Now, what's interesting here also is that it is right from the page here. It says old people really dislike the atheists. Well, because they're holding on to these old values, and younger people like atheists just as much as other Christians who have always had the edge, and even more than Mormons. So we are moving up as atheists. We are definitely moving up.